You get paid. You pay your bills. You try to get through the month. And then, just before the next paycheck hits, you're running on empty again. This is the paycheck to paycheck cycle. And according to recent surveys, nearly 60% of Americans live this way. Not just people earning minimum wage. People earning $60, $80, even $100,000 a year. Because this problem isn't about income. It's about the system, or the lack of one. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to break the paycheck to paycheck cycle for good. Not with a magic trick. Not with a get-rich-quick scheme. With a clear, practical plan that actually works. Stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's keeping you stuck and precisely what to do about it. Welcome to centsmart, where we make personal finance simple for people who are just getting started. Subscribe if you haven't already. New videos every week. Let's get into it. First, let's understand why the paycheck to paycheck cycle exists in the first place. Because most people think the solution is simply earning more money. And while more income helps, it almost never fixes the problem on its own. Here's proof. Studies consistently show that people who get raises or bonuses quickly return to living paycheck to paycheck within a few months. The extra money gets absorbed into a higher lifestyle, more spending, more commitments. The cycle continues at a higher income level. This is called lifestyle inflation, and we covered it in our last video. But the root cause goes even deeper than that. The real reason most people live paycheck to paycheck is that they have no financial margin. Margin is the gap between what you earn and what you spend. When that gap is zero, or negative, you are one unexpected expense away from a crisis at all times. A car repair, a medical bill, a broken appliance, any of these can send you into debt or leave you unable to pay a bill. Building margin is the entire goal. Everything we talk about in this video is about creating that gap and then protecting it. So let's talk about how to actually do it. There are 5 steps to breaking the paycheck to paycheck cycle, and I'm going to walk you through each one. Step 1. Find out exactly where your money is going. You cannot fix what you cannot see. Most people living paycheck to paycheck have never actually tracked their spending for a full month. They have a general sense of where the money goes, but not a precise picture. Your first job is to get that picture. Go through your last 30 days of bank and credit card statements and categorize every single transaction. Housing, food, transportation, subscriptions, entertainment, personal care, everything gets a category. Most people are shocked by what they find. Not by one big category, but by the accumulation of small ones. The subscriptions they forgot about. The food spending that crept up. The random purchases that added up to hundreds of dollars. You can't make good decisions with bad information. This exercise gives you the information you need. Step 2. Find your leak. Every paycheck to paycheck situation has a leak. 1 or 2 spending categories that are significantly higher than they should be. For most people, it's one of 3 things: food, subscriptions, or lifestyle creep. Food is the most common leak. The combination of groceries, restaurants, coffee, and food delivery adds up faster than almost any other category. The average American household spends over $3,000 a year on restaurants alone. Cutting that in half saves $1,500 a year, $125 a month, that can go directly to building margin. Subscriptions are the second most common leak. Streaming services, gym memberships, app subscriptions, software. The average person pays for 7 to 10 subscriptions and actively uses maybe 4 of them. Go through yours right now. Cancel anything you haven't used in the last 2 weeks. Lifestyle creep is the third. This is the gradual upgrade of everything. A nicer car, a bigger apartment, better clothes, more frequent nights out. Each individual upgrade feels reasonable. Together, they consume every dollar of every raise you've ever gotten. Find your leak. Fix your leak. That alone can create significant margin within 1 month. Step 3. Build a buffer. A buffer is a small amount of money, ideally $1,000, that sits in your account and never gets spent unless there's a real emergency. This is different from your emergency fund, which we covered in a previous video. The buffer is simpler. It's just a cushion that keeps small surprises from becoming disasters. Without a buffer, every unexpected expense forces you to either go into debt or fall behind on something else. With a buffer, you absorb the hit, replace the buffer, and keep moving. The cycle stops derailing you. Getting to $1,000 as fast as possible should be your immediate priority if you don't have it already. Sell something. Pick up extra work. Cut aggressively for 1 month. Whatever it takes. That $1,000 changes everything about how the rest of the month feels. Step 4. Automate your finances. The paycheck-to-paycheck cycle is partly a willpower problem. Every month you have to make dozens of decisions about money, and every decision is an opportunity to make the wrong one. Automation eliminates those decisions. Here's the basic system. The day after your paycheck hits, automatic transfers go out to 3 places. First, your savings, even if it's just $50. Second, your buffer account if it needs topping up. Third, any extra debt payment you've committed to. What's left after those automatic transfers is your spending money for the month. You know exactly what you have. You don't have to guess, track manually, or rely on willpower. The important things happen automatically before you have a chance to spend the money on something else. This system takes about 30 minutes to set up. Once it's running, it runs itself. And it is one of the most powerful financial habits you can build. Step 5. Increase your income. I saved this for last because most people want to start here, and it's actually the least effective place to start. If your system is broken, more income just means more money flowing through a broken system. Fix the system first. But once the system is in place, increasing your income accelerates everything. There are 2 ways to increase your income. Earn more at your current job, or earn additional income outside your job. At your current job, the most reliable way to earn more is to make yourself more valuable. Take on more responsibility. Learn a skill your employer needs. Ask for a raise with specific data about your contributions. Most people never ask, and most employers never offer. Ask. Outside your job, the options are broader than most people think. Freelancing in your area of expertise. Selling things you no longer need. Offering a service in your neighborhood. Monetizing a skill online. You don't need a business plan. You need one extra stream of income, even if it's just $200 a month. $200 a month is $2,400 a year. Enough to fully fund a starter emergency fund and then some. The combination of a fixed system and additional income is what breaks the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle permanently for most people. Let's also talk about the mindset piece, because it matters more than most financial advice acknowledges. Living paycheck to paycheck creates a scarcity mindset. When you're always running low, your brain goes into survival mode. You make short-term decisions because the short term is all that feels real. You spend the money now because saving it feels pointless when everything feels so tight. Breaking this mindset requires proof that things can be different. That's why the buffer matters so much psychologically, not just financially. When you have $1,000 sitting in an account that you're not touching, something shifts. You stop feeling like you're one step away from disaster. You start making slightly better decisions, and better decisions compound. Every time you follow through on the system, every time the automatic transfer goes out, every time you don't raid the buffer for a non-emergency, every time you find a leak and plug it, you build evidence that you are someone who can manage money. And that identity shift is what makes the new habits stick. So let's recap. Track exactly where your money is going for 1 full month. Find your leak, the 1 or 2 categories that are draining your margin. Build a buffer of $1,000 as fast as possible. Automate your savings and debt payments so the important things happen before you can spend the money. And once your system is working, focus on increasing your income to accelerate everything. The paycheck-to-paycheck cycle feels permanent when you're in it. It is not. It is a system problem with a system solution. And you now have that solution. Your action step for today. Pull up last month's bank statement and spend 20 minutes categorizing your spending. Just look at the numbers. That awareness is the beginning of everything. If this video helped you, please subscribe, because every week we publish honest, practical money content for people who are ready to take control. Check out our other videos on budgeting, emergency funds, and getting out of debt, all linked in the description. I'll see you in the next one.